What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And today we are coming to you with our final review in the Alien and Predator review series. We are doing the 2018 film Predator. The Predator. Yeah, there's a THE in front.
Ooh.
Directed by Shane Black and starring Olivia Munn, who I love Olivia Munn,
Oh, yeah.
as Casey Brackett. In this movie, a predator crash lands on Earth. He is being hunted by a quote-unquote super predator.
Big predator.
Yeah, basically a giant predator. He gets captured by a secret government organization. It's basically up to a bunch of loony soldiers who are all Section 8, if you know what Section 8 means, to defeat them. And also Olivia Munn thrown in there to look good while she's running around.
Yeah.
If she would have been doing it in the slave Leia bikini, it would have been even better.
It might not have been practical for the film, but it would have been
It
nice.
would have made the fun.
Oh, yes.
It would have made the movie more fun.
Oh, yeah.
And guys, this ain't going to be a very long review probably, but needless to say, this movie's caught a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yes.
Last quarter, the last part of the movie, that's not very good. And it gets really convoluted.
Yeah. But, you know, here's what it is. But a little fun fact here, our director and co-writer, Shane Black, right?
Yep, Shane Black.
Shane Black, he actually was in the first Predator film.
Yep.
He played the guy that liked to read comics and make the stupid, dirty jokes.
Yep. He is in that movie, and you can tell that his sense of humor hasn't changed in 30 years.
Nope.
Yeah, guys, we're just going to start with pros and cons.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with pros today. What's your first one, brother?
Okay. My first pro is that new Predator weapon. It kind of reminded me like Scorpions. Like, what would you call that thing?
The spear and chain or whatever?
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of Scorpion's weapon from Mortal Kombat. Like, get over here. You know, I liked that weapon. I thought that weapon was pretty cool. That was really the only real new weapon we got, though.
Yeah.
As far as I could see.
The guns were a little different. We had Predators had guns on their arms.
And the mask had the gun in it.
The mask had a gun in it. There was a few different things, but
yeah,
nothing really overly cool. That
yeah,
you know.
Nothing.
So besides
really,
that one,
yeah,
that one was cool.
Doesn't stick out a lot. And what about you?
I like that this one acknowledges the previous films.
Yeah.
Predators, if you remember, did not acknowledge Part 2. It was basically a direct sequel after Part 1.
Yes.
This one acknowledges Part 1 and Part 2. It doesn't really acknowledge the AVP films, but that's okay.
No, that's perfectly fine that we don't acknowledge those films.
That's fine, but they acknowledge 1 and 2, and I like that. I like that they bring 2 back. There's even characters that have relations to the characters in Part 2.
Yes, and
that I did enjoy.
Yes, and that will kind of go into my next pro, is the tributes to the other films. Like you said, we've got John Keyes, who is actually played by
Jake Busey.
No, John.
No, it's Jake.
Who is actually played by Jake Busey, who is, of course, Gary Busey's son. So he's playing, I don't know what this Keyes relation is to the other Keyes.
I don't know if they're father and son. I don't know if they're uncle and whatever.
Yeah, but it is really cool, you know. It shows like little bits like that where you go and get Gary Busey's son to come play a relation to his character from Predator 2. And then we also have the music. Mm-hmm. The music is there. And there are a couple lines for the film, like, get to the chopper. We got to get to the chopper.
Even though I didn't like the way they did it in this one. When he says get to the chopper and it turns out to be motorcycles instead of a helicopter.
Hey, it's still, the line was still there.
I was like, that's so good.
The line is still there. All right, what's your next?
My next pro is the music. I liked the music in the film.
Yes,
I
the
liked
music
that
is
they basically went back to the basic score, and I really liked that. I thought it was really good, done by Alan Silvestri. I'm not sure who did the music in this one. I didn't look, but I like that they used the music from the original.
Yes, yes. My next pro, of course, is the gore in this film. This film does have some great gore.
That was my next pro as well.
Yeah.
Was the gore. That was decent. There was a lot of good gore in this.
And that's what we should have. We should have, for a film like this, great gore. And they delivered on that
It's
part.
one of the reasons why we see these films. I mean,
Well, yes.
You know, yeah, I like a good story. I love a good story, you know, but we do see them because we want to see bloody action.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
I love when he ripped the spine out of the Predator. That was awesome. That was just cool. I really loved when he ripped the Predator, the smaller Predator, when the Super Predator ripped the smaller Predator's head and spine off.
Yeah.
It was cool. He literally grabbed the Predator by the, I think it was by the face, wasn't it? Or was it by the back of it?
Oh, I can't remember, but
he just grabbed it.
his face.
He bashed, and then he just grabbed him like that and just ripped him out.
Yes.
And it was just so cool looking. It just exploded out of his body. And it just looked really cool. I really enjoyed that part.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. I liked the Predator dogs. I thought those were kind of cool. They kind of had They had dogs and Predators. They were a little different, but these ones looked like Predators. It was kind of cool. I liked them. I thought that was cool.
And they were a lot more bulkier, too, than the ones in Predators.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was kind of... I like the fact that they were a bit bulkier, because the ones in Predators kind of seemed a little too small.
Right. All that, the gore, all that, it just leads into my next pro, which is my final pro, which is the action. This is a good action film. It's got lots of good action in it.
And that's what we want to see, too. We want good action.
Some of the things, and I'll get into that in my cons, are kind of unexplained, but it has really good action.
It does. It does.
So
I have one final pro also for this film. I did like the scene where the Predator escapes the science lab, and it's the first time we ever got to see a Predator use some human weapons. Yeah, he didn't have his weapons, so he's just grabbing surgical tools and tossing them at people.
He had a machine gun at one point.
Yeah, he got a machine gun from a guy and just started spraying them with their own gun.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
So yeah, that whole scene was really cool, actually, where he escaped. I loved that scene.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was
it was a good scene. Okay, cons now.
Con time.
Yes.
There were some huge convenient plot points in this. It's like it made no sense. It was like, okay, the only reason they're doing it is so that we can get to the next scene. There is a scene where the Predator can access the helmet that's his helmet that was missing through the old original Predator's helmet from the first movie that they had on display. And he can access all the information and footage of where his helmet has been through that helmet.
Yeah,
and just so he could find where he was going. And I thought that was just a really
convenient,
cheap, and easy way for him to find where he needed to go.
Yeah, the whole helmet thing was...
There was a lot of that in this movie.
In the kid, too, with the helmet, and then he's... yeah, I don't get it.
I know the kid's supposed to be like super genius, but he just seemed to know the whole thing just like way too easy, and it was just very convenient. And,
yeah, a little too many conveniences here in this movie. Yeah, way too many.
They just didn't. It seemed like they were not trying very hard, and that leads me into another point. But I'm gonna let him give his next.
Okay, my first con for this film is the very beginning. How did they catch the Predator? They didn't show it. Yeah. How'd they catch him? Yeah, it just... Okay, boom. Just cuts away. And we're on to another scene. And it's like, how'd they catch him? How?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they just wanted to show what's his name more while he was in Mexico or wherever he was at.
You could have done that too. You could have at least shown how you caught him.
Yeah. I really felt that the Predator took... Well, some people say that the Predator was kind of at the forefront of this one. I don't think so. I think the Predators took a backseat to the human characters.
Yeah.
In this one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
My next con goes along with both of those, actually. And it really feels like the story and the plot and all were just thrown together. Especially towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
They were introducing aspects and all this different stuff just like at random, and it didn't make any sense.
A lot of it didn't.
And you were trying to figure out, well, what the hell is going on here? So we got this guy, he's like the head of the secret organization or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just killing people at random. And then all of a sudden he saves everybody. And then he kills people. And then he saves them. And I'm just like, okay.
What's going on here? Is he bipolar?
We have all these different storylines going on that didn't coalesce together. And they didn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
And especially during that third act, it felt like they were just throwing things in there to have them in there.
Kind of just, yeah.
And it was getting silly. I was like, okay, now I see why. Because I was enjoying the film up to that point. I was like, okay, I don't get why everybody's bashing this film yet. And then we got to the point where they were trying to set the trap and get into the Predator's ship. And then things just started going. I was like, okay, now I get it. I get why people are giving this movie such a hard time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the last part was bad.
What do you got next?
All right. And this is a part two, why I think people give this movie shit, is my next con. The whole predator doggy becoming their best friend bullshit.
I do like the fact that it was due to it getting shot in the head. That was kind of funny. Like, it gets shot in the head and lobotomizes it and it becomes all docile all of a sudden.
I did. I didn't like the whole following them around shit. They should have just had the damn thing wander off and that'd be it.
Yeah, it was funny too. They even opened the door for it and it jumps in the truck. Like, they might as well have been going, here boy, come here. You know?
I didn't like it. I didn't like that aspect of the film at all. I thought it was stupid. It was just very stupid. What do you have next?
Going back to the end of the film, guys, I have a lot of problems with the end of this film. I don't like that they translated what the Predator was saying. They translated it on like a speaker, and it just sounded so dumb.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you there. My next con has to do with the very, very end of the film. And, why the other Predator is being hunted anyways. He's trying to give humans something to fight predators with. Why? Why would he do it?
Yeah, they try to introduce this whole other subplot at that point at the end of the movie.
Well, that's the whole reason why he was there, but why?
Why don't talk about it? Yeah, they introduce this whole thing about how the predators are now not agreeing with one another, and this one's trying to help the humans out.
Why would he?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Makes no
it goes
sense.
Completely against everything we've ever
known about predators. Mm-hmm. Why would he give a shit? That's my question. Why would he give a shit? That was stupid. It's like we've never seen them care before, except caring about killing us. But yeah. I did not like that part of the plot. Why the hell would he give us a weapon? Why? Why does he care?
Yeah, and that's actually a big con for me, too, is the absolute end of this movie. The ending is just dumb.
Yeah.
Not only why does he give us a weapon, but then we see it, and it looks like a skinny-ass version of the Predator that the guy's wearing a suit. Yeah. It's like, that's my new uniform. And I'm like, God, you're such an idiot.
Those ridiculously big cannons that came out.
It just looks so stupid. I was like, they call it the Predator Killer Armor. I was like, oh my God.
Could we have come up with a more lamer name?
Yeah.
Like.
Totally dumb.
Predator Killy Thingy. Yeah.
I was gonna mention that one last, but since we were talking about the subplot of the Predator helping the humans that just came out, I still have one more con I want to get out.
I got one more too.
Go ahead, brother.
No, it's your turn.
Oh, I thought it was yours. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. As you know, there's spoilers here, guys. So we've been giving spoilers already, but here's another spoiler.
Oh.
The Super Predator gets onto a ship. Okay?
Yeah.
He takes off with the ship. The three remaining soldiers are on the ship, like the outside of the ship.
They jump onto it.
Yeah. They jump onto it. The three remaining soldiers are on the ship as it's taking off. The Predator enacts the shields. One of the soldiers ducks beneath the shield. The other soldier jumps on top and lands on the shield. And the other one doesn't do anything, and he gets his legs cut off right in the middle.
There he
falls
goes.
over and dies.
Bye.
Okay, then this ship takes off at an incredible speed. Okay? Had to cover at least 10 miles. Olivia Munn's character was still at the point where the ship took off.
Yeah.
This thing covered at least 10 miles before it crashes. Because they force it to crash.
And she magically gets there.
How the fuck did she get ahead of it?
She magically gets there.
In like 2 minutes, this thing probably traveled like 10, 15 miles. And all of a sudden, she's there again.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That made no sense at all. I was just like...
Well, they were in a forest. Maybe Jason Voorhees showed up and teleported her there.
Get on the back of my bike.
Grab onto me. We teleport. Phew. We're here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Maybe she died and she got spawned like in Halo.
Like in a video
Like
game?
in Halo. She just spawned there. She regenerated, just spawned up there. You
She
know.
randomly spawned there. Could have been.
I just was like, oh, dude, by the end of I enjoyed this movie for a good chunk of it. And then by the end, I was just going, what the fuck?
No.
What the fuck happened? I just didn't get it. I didn't like it. And that ending just totally ruined the whole movie for me.
Oh,
It was good up to that point. There was some good humor. There was some good action. There was some good gore. And it just blew it for me. It just completely blew it.
It did. I've got one last con to go with this movie, too. There is a scene where the Predator that is here to save humanity is on top of that RV. He grabs the guy, the really religious dude with the long hair, grabs him, pulls him out, has him like that, and he's telling everybody to drop their weapons. I'm like, what is he doing? Yeah, he wants something they have that... But why does he just... No, this is not the Predator's MO. He's there, to save humanity, because I've had people say, oh, he's there to save humanity, so he didn't kill them because of that. No, he would have just slaughtered every last one of them and took what he wanted. What does he give a shit about a bunch of loonies? Even if he's here to save humanity, what's a bunch of fucking lunatics to him? He would have just slaughtered them all and taken what he wanted.
Yeah, he killed other humans. Why wouldn't he?
And
that's something else, too, right? If he was there to save humanity, why did he kill and string up the soldier at the very beginning of the movie?
I don't know. He acted like he was on a hunting trip again.
If he was there to save us, why was he just randomly killing people that had no business even knowing he was there? You know? The main soldier, he's calling for his buddy and his squad. The guy's not answering, and then bam, he falls down out of the tree, upside down, being hung up, strung up by the Predator. For somebody who's here to save humanity, what, did he just think, oh, one won't hurt? You know, it's just one. It's just a backslide.
It's
like Chucky and Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
It's just a backslide. You know, it's a little slip.
It's a little slip.
I'm in People's Anonymous. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
No sense. Made no sense.
Made no sense, but it is, thinking of it in that way is kind of funny.
Fun for a while, then just weird.
Yeah.
If I had to give this movie a score out of 10, I'd give it a 5. Just because it was fun up to a point, and then it just got...
It was fun, and then...
Maybe a 4.
The end just... It flopped.
Yep. So that is it, guys. That is it for our thoughts on Predator versus...
The Predator.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, The Predator.
It's actually worse than Alien versus Predator, in my opinion.
Final kill.
No, that's it, guys, for our thoughts on the Predator. We're going to give you our favorite kills. I'm going to remind you about my contest, and we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right. My favorite kill. Again, I love that, like, scorpion spear thingy that he throws. I loved it when he pinned the one guy, and then that Jeep comes by and decapitates 3 more of them.
That was really cool.
That was my favorite kill.
My favorite kill is when the big Predator kills the little Predator.
That was
cool.
good.
Loved it. Just loved it. You just ripped him apart, and I loved it. That is it, guys.
Yep.
My 400 sub contest is going on right now. Go check out that video. Put a comment in the comment section if you want an entry. just answering the 2 questions. Or if you want 2 entries, put in a video submission.
Yep.
And that is it, guys. This is BroncoJuggalo saying peace.
And Bill saying good night.
These bitches got me fucked up. Put a hole in your chest, the size of